Hello, Alicia here, the creator of Boudoir for Black Women. So of course, please, as I always state, make sure that you subscribe, you like, and you share this with all of your sisters. Because we want to make sure that we know and they know that we are here as Black boudoir photographers. Now, today we are going to talk about top 4 things that you need to do before you actually do your boudoir experience. So, you've already booked, you found your photographer, and you are ready to show off all of your goods, your sexiness. Here are some ways that you can start this process. Number 1, please make sure that you are either waxed or shaved. I cannot tell you how many times that I have told this to my beauties who are my clients that come in, because if you are wearing lingerie, you're going to see everything. So that means you want to make sure that you shave. If you are, shave your legs. You want to make sure that you shave your bikini area. You don't have to go all out and get a Brazilian, but you just want to make sure that everything is neat and clean. And then also, if you are a woman who, wants to make sure that she's not showing any of the little things that happen on the underarms with your hair, then just make sure that you take that into consideration as well. If you want to go all natural, that is also good if that is what you want to do. But you just want to make sure that those areas are neat and clean. Second thing, please make sure that you try on the lingerie that you're going to wear. You don't want to buy things and then the day of come in for your actual boudoir experience and try things on and you realize that they don't work for your body type. Now, if you have an experienced photographer, the first thing that's going to happen is they're going to talk to you about what things work for your body. I know for me, with what I do with my beauties, I give them an actual client guide that tells them based on their body types, the top 4 body types, what works and what doesn't work. And then I also have a video that also goes into what works and what doesn't work. Because there are certain things that you can wear inside the bedroom that look amazing. But when you try to shoot them, it's just not the same. So you want to make sure that you are taking the experience of your photographer into consideration to allow them to tell you, hey, this might work or this might not work. So that's the second one. Number 3, you need to have or do your own pedicure and manicure. Sis, it's nothing worse than you doing something with your hand and your hair on your face, and then you realize that your nails, like either you need a fill-in or you just realize that you have chips. Now, as a photographer, we are trying to put you in the best space possible when it comes to shooting you. So you don't want to be in a space where you're trying to hide or cover your hands or your feet because they just look raggedy. Like they look raggedy. I'm trying to help you. I don't want you to do that. So if you are a woman who doesn't necessarily want to have her nails done, that's absolutely okay. That's fine. But if you do, you want to make sure that, I would say maybe a week or more before you actually come in for your boudoir experience, that you do your nails if you don't want to go out and get them done yourself. Or you make sure they are buffed and they look neat, and presentable. That's a big deal because those little things do come up when you're shooting. So yes, you may have your hands in their images or your feet in the images, and you want to make sure that everything just looks polished. Breathe. That's number 4. Breathe. Just breathe. You have hired this person who is a professional for a reason. So they are not going to have you looking crazy. You want to make sure that, as I stated in the previous video, that you are choosing someone who you trust. So if you trust them as a professional, you must give them that space to show you that they are professional. So they're going to tell you how to pose. They're going to tell you what things work and don't work for your body type. You don't want to be in a headspace where you are stressing out. Remember, you chose to invest in yourself and invest in this photographer. So make sure that you are trusting their vision and you're trusting that they've listened to you. They understand what you're going through. They understand that you want to be in this position of being sexy, but you also want to show, what it is that you love about yourself. And of course, there are things that you don't love about yourself. So you just want to make sure that once you have that connection with that photographer, you go over this information and you trust them. Like, trust them. They're not going to have you looking crazy. So when you invest that money, you know, I've done my due diligence. I showed all of the videos that I wanted. I showed all of the images that I wanted to that photographer to say, you know, this is what I'm looking for. And you trust them. You looked at their portfolio. You've looked at their reviews. Maybe if you're in their VIP group, you talked to their other women who've shot with them before. So you know that what they're saying is exactly what they can provide for you. So just breathe, take a deep breath, and trust them.